Yeah, we're back again. Even though no, I recorded a lot. I recorded like two videos at once, so yeah, I haven't done this for a while. Um, I've had a lot of time to think though, and if I compare myself from this year to last year, I'm a different guy. I'm more attractive. I have a better physique. I'm more muscular. Well, I'm muscular. I can talk to girls. I always could do, but I could always do that. But I, I'm better at attracting girls. Um, I have this YouTube channel. I've done many before, but this is a bit different. I have my own business, I guess you could say. I'm an investor, and I'm very different, and that's what I want to talk about today. Investing. Investing will secure your wealth long term. What do I mean by that? Well, throughout your life, you will have wealth. You won't immediately have wealth, but you will have wealth in a certain amount of years. And it will secure that. If you're not already wealthy by a certain age, the investments you made when you were 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 will, over the long term, benefit you financially. And it will benefit you mentally because you'll be able to do what you want with whom you want. And that, to me, sounds like a great thing. So, my grandparents, my great grandparents, who are no longer with us, passed a few years ago. When my great grandmother passed away, my grandparents were left a certain amount of money, and obviously, they didn't really need it because they're fairly successful themselves. They gave some, therefore, to me and my brother. And I didn't touch my money for 2 years because I was too young and my parents didn't really want me to mess around with it. My real desire and goal was to become a racing driver, to become a Formula One driver. So I was planning on putting that money into a go-kart because go-karts are quite expensive, and to maintain them and run them, it's very expensive. So I thought I'd use all that money to fund my racing career, or at least kickstart my racing career. No, that's not a bad idea, but if you look at me, I've not got the physique of a racing driver. If you think of a racing driver, or if you know, they're very skinny guys, they're very light, they're not very tall. It just probably wouldn't work out. Something I'd love to do, but it's not something I am going to do. After two two or so years of contemplating what to do with that money. Whereas my brother, who is much older than me, was obviously given his money straight away. This resulted in him spunking that money pretty quickly. He went out, spent it on stupid things, watches, drinks, going out partying, buying people drinks, stupid clothes that look ridiculous and were extremely expensive. And he wasted it all in 2 years. He spunked it all. I waited 2 years before I did anything with that money because I knew two things. I don't need that much money for my age. I can get whatever I need and I can get a job. There's no problem with that. Or I can start business. So I thought, I don't need to be messing around with that kind of money. Leave that for a few years until I really know what I'm going to do with it. And the big thing was, oh, I'm going to move to the Netherlands and I'm going to become a racing driver. And I waited. I didn't, as soon as we got to the Netherlands, spunk it all on racing equipment. I waited for more than a year before my uncle told me to reinvest that money. And he taught me about investing. And what he said was, if you have money, you're naturally going to spend it. All the people around me who come across money, maybe they get an allowance from their parents, they spend that. Whereas I'm different. my mentality has always been to save money because I may need it for a more important reason or because I might want to reinvest that money. I don't go around spending money, and if I do, it's I've got so much, saved up that I can afford to waste 20 euros on a video game. I don't buy video games anymore, but I have done that this year. I bought one video game for 30 euros. I don't, you know, I'm I'm more disciplined with my money. I don't go around spunking it all like most other people. So by having that money sitting there, you're naturally going to want to spend it. That's naturally how your brain is wired. If it's not, great, but it probably is. So the best thing you can do is just reinvest that money. So it's not sat there you looking at it thinking, "Oh, what can I spend it on? Can I buy that new video game or can I buy that chicks OnlyFans?" You're going to spend it on more than likely you're going to spend it on something that's not going to benefit you, that is just really good to you. It's not good for you, it's only good to you. It's only pleasurable things. So by not having that money sat there, you can reinvest it for the long term. Oh, but you might think, oh, but I can save it. But like I said, most people aren't good with their money. Naturally, I just save money. Naturally, it's not something that I mentally like. I'm thinking, oh, I need to save up for this. I'm just saving money, and I can reinvest that money. I've got enough money to just slap into an investment. So, that's how I'm wired. But naturally, you probably don't do that. You'll know if you do. You will know. So be honest to yourself. If you can save money, or you cannot save money. There's no problem if you can't. You know, no one's perfect. So if you can't, then don't bother. Just reinvest that money, and then obviously have some money that you want to go and enjoy yourself with. That's fine, but leave the majority of it for an investment, so you don't waste it on, like I said, some chicks only fans, junk food, video games, um, a stupid purchase that you didn't need, fucking flip flops, even though you have 8 pairs of sliders. I don't know, but that is why I think you should do it, because you're not going to spend your money. You're not going to want to spend your money on pleasurable things. In the long term, it will make you more comfortable. Now, it won't immediately make you more comfortable, but over the next 10, 15, 20 years, it can be very useful to you. Maybe you failed with a business venture or you're in debt for some reason. Well, the money that's sat there can pretty much bail you out. It can give you another shot at life, pretty much. Or if you don't need to be bailed out, which, don't be neglectful. We can all be in the shitter, so keep that in mind that it can bail you out. But if not, then when you're like 30 or 40, you're gonna have enough money to buy some nice car like a Ferrari or something. You have that money there that you can just go and buy it and you can enjoy it. Like, it will make you either more comfortable in life, it'll make your life more comfortable where you can buy some more pleasurable things or buy some supermodels on a yacht, or that you can give yourself another shot at a business or at life in general. Your investments can be the most powerful asset that you have. So bear that in mind. Now, what's my advice of what you should invest in? Don't invest into individual stocks. I find that, at least if you're starting out, it's not the best thing. And if you're young, it's definitely not the best thing, because the best thing that you can do is to invest into index funds, primarily the global index. So all the countries, all their biggest companies and biggest earners and industries, that'll be placed into it. And the world is naturally going to grow. So if you invest into that, you're guaranteed success. Although it might go up and down, it won't be as volatile as stocks, which will, be up by 20% one day and down by 15% the next. So you don't know. Also, the likelihood is you don't know that much about investing right now. So the safest bet is investing into funds. It can be still, into a certain industry, a fund of that industry. That's fine. Doesn't have to be global funds, but stocks I wouldn't recommend if you're just starting out. If you have no clue what any of that means, look it up, Google it, YouTube it, whatever. I can go into it in another video. Comment that down below if you'd like to see that. But that is my recommendation. And if you're going to invest into index funds or funds in general, leave it to sit there for many years. Just keep pumping money into it over a year. Maybe put 10% of your earnings or 10% of the money that you receive over the year or more, maybe all of it. If you're young like me, you can put all the money that you get for Christmas or your job or whatever into your investments. That's the best you can do. Don't get too attached to them. They will go up and down, so just ride the waves. This is pretty much the way to be rich. It's not going to be from the lottery. It's not by luck. People don't achieve success by pure luck. The people that you think were lucky or got a break, they didn't. It was orchestrated for many years. The most successful people in the world, they've been cracking at this for years, and then they just finally broke free, and now they're famous for being successful in this or that. Nothing in life happens by accident. It's all purposeful. All the things you think that happen by accident have happened, have not happened by accident. They have been orchestrated by someone. So why don't you take a turn in the driver's seat? Guarantee your success in life and financial success. If you want that, you have to do something about that. It doesn't just happen out of luck. That's why I don't like the lottery tickets, because the people who win the lottery spunk all their money away and they're back to normal life. And they think, oh well, I might get lucky again. No, it's not how life works. You have to actually go out and try and become successful, and you will, if you stick with it, become successful. So the same goes for investing. That's how most people get rich nowadays, is by investing. And an extra bonus kind of point I added was, it can give you a skill that you can sell to a client. You can sell to an audience. You can start your own YouTube channel and try and sell how to invest, or you can start your own TikTok and try and sell how you can invest, or just make a few posters and put them on the lamppost, and that has, do you want to become an investor? I'll teach you. Ring this number. Bam, bam. It can give you skills that you can sell to a community, an audience, to certain clients. That is very powerful. Let's say you just got sacked. You need money. You take it out of your investments, but now you don't have much money invested. Well, you can use the money. Maybe you can use that money not only just for your general well-being, but it can also be used for your business. You can start your own investing business. You can pump maybe most of your investment money into your business, then make a profit on that, and then reinvest that profit into your business and into your investments. Literally on the spot, I have just thought of a way that you can make millions. Like, I should do that. Like, I wrote that down. It just came into my head, and then I just told you exactly what you can do. Like, it's that simple. So that is, I've just given to you on a silver platter a great way to make money, a great business. But you first have to learn investing. I'm not an expert yet. I've still got many years of learning to do. But in a few years, once you've learned investing and once you've learned how it works, you can then make a product that you can sell to clients to give them your knowledge of how to invest successfully. It's a win-win. There's no loss. Even if you don't make as much money in your first 5 years from investing as you would have liked, you've still built up the skills of how to make a profit in investing, how to invest. You've researched that. You can sell that. You can make a profit off of that in the meantime. And then in 10 or so more years, or 5 more years, or three, you know, you can't predict the future. So you don't know what will happen. So you can maybe made pretty much no money. You could have even made a loss one year on all your investments, but the next year you make 2 million. It's probably not going to be that erratic. It's probably not going to be that, volatile, but that's what can happen with investing. And you can teach that to other people and make a living and a career off of that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. If you like any more videos like this, then you can comment that down below if you have any suggestions or ideas that you'd like me to go over. Comment that down below. Subscribe. Did I already say that? I can't remember. Have a good day. I'll see you later.